Heyo, this is YetiWhiskers, and welcome back to some more vanilla Minecraft here on the Yeti Cave. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic, doing pretty good here myself. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry it's been a little while since the last video. Been kind of busy, and I honestly made a video, well, most of a video, and it was just not good. So I decided not to do it. But I can't remember which of these we left off with, but since the last episode, we added Carlina A's head, I believe, player head, and then we've also got a new one, the Mushroom Shrine from Wicked Simmer. Thank you both for your comments and giving me your in-game name so we could add your player head. So the Mushroom Shrine will be a shrine to, like, the Mushroom Forefathers. Since we're going to be removing the island, the Mushroom Island, we should probably give a shrine to the mushrooms. And then we also added Jag's head right there. Boop, player head. I think that's all that we added. We might have added desert rats. I can't remember exactly. But here is the haul of projects so far, the hop. And we need to get ourselves this. You need to get this fixed. So let's see. Try and update you a little bit on what I have been up to. So we've been working actually on Desert Rat's suggestion of the semi-auto, a little tropical fish, the semi-auto wheat, potato, carrot farm, and I'll show you where we've been doing. Oh, I'm also trying to kill as many mushrooms as we can because I want a mushroom head. Haven't had any luck, and I've killed quite a few. All right, let's see. I've also been doing a ton of work with sand. Been transplanting it from, I've got a little village that or not a village, but a desert biome that I've been stealing all the sand from. And I've been moving it over here. So let's go take a look. I can show you kind of the progress on that, as well as show you what I've been working on, what we worked on the garbage video. The one that I ended up just not using. So you can see I've gotten quite a bit of sand over here. I couldn't tell you how many stacks, maybe like, trying to think of how many inventories full. Quite a few inventories full. I've had to make like 3-4 trips over to the desert biome, but we're making progress, and we'll make this like look a little bit better as we go once we get more involved into like the projects of it. But for now, I think we're just gonna cover it with sand to get us a base layer, and then we can sculpt the land a little bit as we build. Okay, so over here you can see these little fences sticking up. This is what I have been working on. You can see we've got ourselves a couple of farms situated. So over here we've got wheat. Here are the potatoes, and just up over this way are the carrots, excuse me. So what we have, how we have this set up, I'm just gonna drop and take some damage, is I have enough space for 2 full stacks of the plant to be planted, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so like the carrots, you can plant 2 full stacks of carrots, and then when they're ready, you just push this button. The dispensers drop out water. I'll show you, actually. We can go do it on the wheat since the wheat's almost ready. Yeah, so 2 full stacks, potatoes, carrots, and wheat. Then you push the button. Right, like I've got a button like this on each of the dispensers. Dispensers are full of water buckets. I'm actually I'm out of iron, so we need to get ourselves an iron farm situated here pretty quick too. But so the idea will be, once they're all fully operational, this is the only one I think that's operational. The others are still waiting on water buckets to go inside. That's okay. And then let's see. So yeah, the water comes down. They each have their own water bucket, each of the dispensers up there, and you can make dispensers with the bows you get when you AFK fish. So that's what I've been getting those. Dispensers are kind of a pain to craft, but with the help of AFK fishing, they're not horrible. So you push the button, water comes down, trickles you as you just saw. Everything comes down here to these little half slabs, and then underneath the slabs are hoppers. And you can see I'm collecting seeds and wheat right here, and then you just have to go and plant it yourself, which isn't horrible at all. So for now that'll work. Eventually we may get ourselves like villager operated automatic farms, but for now this works. The thing that we also need to work on is getting ourselves a sugarcane farm. I think that'll be probably a pretty high priority, just because all of the librarian villagers, they require paper in their trades. So we need those to unlock so that we can get ourselves the various books that we need. I'm going to take this out of my offhand so that I don't accidentally place torches. You can see it's pretty simple. You just kind of walk back and forth, placing the various plants. And I think I did this in the snow cone SMP, not to the scale. I think it was a little bit smaller. We also had the random tick speed up pretty high on the snow cone server, so it was like by the time you were done planting, you were ready to harvest again almost. I think Taylor and Gabe had just decided that's what they wanted to do, which was fine. It actually worked out pretty well. It was almost like having the fast leaf decay also, because like the leaves would just despawn super quick. So yeah, it's kind of nice, but I'm not gonna do that here in the single player world. Boop. Okay, so 2 full stacks planted. It takes like I don't know, a Minecraft day or two for all of these to get fully mature, and then you can harvest them. So like the potatoes getting kind of close, you can see, and you can see what I've done is I've hidden underneath here all of our little storage for each of the various plants and food. You can see the other one right here. Boop, just a little trapdoor, spruce trapdoor hidden. And then you got the chest under there where the hoppers will go. So I'm actually in need of some serious iron, but that's not what we're gonna get to today. What I want to do today is I'm gonna finish this up for sure. Make this look a little bit better. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add on top. Let's see. I'm gonna do a couple of these. I'm not gonna do the whole thing obviously, but what we need to do is go 1, 2, 3. So I'm up 3 already, and then I want to go 4, 5, and then come across. So let's go ahead and chop this down. Boop, boop. Stick in an oak every once in a while. Let's come across like this, and these are gonna be like a little like, what do you call this? Like a over something garden. I can't think of the term. But anyway, so we're gonna do that, go that way, all the way across on all of these, and then we also will be going 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, this one's need to go up higher. So then we're also gonna connect them this way. These ones are not up high enough yet. We can fix that real quick. Okay, let's mix in an oak fence here. And yeah. Those. Okay. Jump back down. Okay. So what we are going to be working on today is finishing this. So I'll do most of this off camera because it's pretty derpy of me like going back and forth, and I have a hard time like talking and building at the same time. Imagine that. And then one of these guys and one of those. Perfect. So you can kind of see how that's gonna work. And then I'm also going to throw some leaves and vines on them. And I fixed the vine texture. I essentially just made it back to the Minecraft default, you can see. Oops, I probably should have grabbed shears. That's okay. I'm probably gonna grab shears in general, just so I can grab the leaves, but I'm gonna need your help deciding which leaves to use here. So I have been leaning towards birch, which kind of has this like dead color, but also the oak is kind of nice. It's super bright. That's my only concern, is like in a desert, I don't think they'd be super bright, but that's okay. We can make it work. And then the other problem is, I guess, is like the vines are pretty bright, so maybe the oak would match that better. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go do a bunch and then cut back, and you can kind of help me decide what you think. But I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will also finish this up, and then we can talk about the next project. So I'll see you all in just a little bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. So I'm pretty much done, yeah, with our little gardens. Check them out. I think they look pretty good. A little farm area. You can see I've added in some sand as well, so we can kind of get a feel for the way things are going to look once we've got sand everywhere. I went and filled up an inventory, came back and just dispersed it around our little farm area here. So I think it will look pretty good. Obviously, we're going to build in some more walkways. I finally got Silk Touch. Check it out. It's on my pickaxe, or my regular axe, but that's okay. No big deal. Prefer it on the have a pick, but that, yeah, whatever, not a big deal. We'll make that work. So I'm gonna bring in some grass and some path blocks with the Silk Touch. Let's see, I've also, you can see I added everything we talked about. I actually just decided to mix up the leaves. I think it looks decent. I mean, it switches up a little bit. I added in all the posts. I've added some vines. We'll have to keep an eye on these. We might actually double this as a vine farm, so you can. I'll have to get shears and stuff, but it's starting to spread quite a bit. This is all working. You can see I've collected string both from fishing and then just hunting some spiders. Got enough string to make this little walkway here. So all it is, I don't know if you can see this on YouTube, but there's a string here and then on top you place the carpet. It's pretty simple. And I've done 2 little covered walkways for the 2 walkways that are in between the 3 farms, which I think looks pretty good. And I'm gonna leave this outside one open, I think, for now. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna connect all this, but over here will be the port. It's about time to harvest again. So our port will be over here, and I think we'll connect it up here somehow so that we can kind of be easier to get around. The next thing that I want to do, I'm not gonna have time today. We're actually headed out of town here pretty quick, but I wanted to get the video out hopefully before we leave. So the other thing I added were these little gates, and I've got pressure plates right here. You can see, so you can walk in, harvest, and walk out. So that's so you don't trample the farmland. Many of you know if you fall from a block or higher, you'll trample the farmland, so the crops will plop out and then you'll have to use your hoe again. But it's pretty straightforward, I think. I think it looks pretty good. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, but I want to show you. I've updated the redstone, so behind this, here's our dispenser, and behind there's a line, or a block, and on top of that block, so right behind this block is a line of redstone. You push the button, and it'll dispense the water. It's not working now because I don't have enough iron for buckets of water yet. I've only got them going in our wheat farm over here. It's getting close to being ready to harvest. I can kind of show you that it works. So we'll go ahead and hit the button. You can see, boop, 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 everything goes down. Perfect, and then you just come back over here, boop, hit the button, turn it off, and then grab some seeds and replant. So it's working pretty well. You can see we're starting to grab some more seeds over here. We'll let that fill up to 2 stacks, pretty close already, before I replant. So that's pretty much it for today. A lot shorter episode than normal. I apologize, but we're headed out of town. I wanted to get a video out since it's been a while, and since I just muffed up the first part of this, just goofed it up completely. I apologize. It was not good, not worth watching. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. We'll get to the next project. Oop, before we do, we need to date this. All excited to end the episode. Been working on this for, I don't know, like a week now. But before we do that, we need to date our completion of the project so that we have a record of it. It's quite a ways this way. So the next thing I think I want to do is to get my AFK fish farm and move it over back by the farms that we have so that it'll grow while we're AFK. And I think we're too far away over here for the farms to be growing. Plus, it'll be nice just to be closer so that I can harvest real quick in between AFK fishing sessions. Go harvest, plant, rinse and repeat. So I'm also going to need to get a sugarcane farm going really soon because, like I mentioned earlier, the librarian villagers, in order to unlock all their books, we need paper. So let's go over here. I think I've got a sign. Perfect. Go ahead and place this over by Desert Rat. Desert Rat, thank you so much for the suggestion. The semi-auto wheat, potato, and carrot farm. So completion date. Completed. And today is 11/2/2018. So the 2nd of November. And that's not even close to the same. All right, try this again. Should have looked before I played. Okay. Date complete. November 2nd, 2018. Perfect. And we'll move all these obviously once we move our little all the projects. So that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, had a great Halloween. We had a good one here. I won't talk about it since we're ending the episode, but hopefully you guys have had a good weekend and will have a good weekend depending on when you're watching this, I guess. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Goodbye.